Consider me obese?
I wouldn't say that you're obese,
Okay.
but it's like medically,
So,
you know.
So like for example.
So you're medically obese though?
No,
Yes.
I've been medically obese since I was like 12 and I was not obese.
Well,
Your physique is in your control. Will the agreeers please step forward?
When I first started working out, I lost 60 pounds, and that included just counting calories. I didn't have to work out as hard. I did the treadmill. I went at an incline, and I just walked the whole time, watching a movie and just walked. I just made healthier choices, and I've been mindful about what I put inside my body.
Like you put in that effort, right? You made those conscious decisions to walk on the treadmill, count your calories. You were super exact with everything, and that's how both of you guys were able to lose so much weight, right? So your physique is 100% in your control. It's just that nobody wants to put the effort in.
Of course, there are aspects that I think you can control about your physique. I think there are more things that are out of your control. Like, it is so much more expensive to eat healthy than it is to eat like crap. If I go to the grocery store and I just want to buy a bunch of frozen meals, that's going to be so much cheaper than me going and buying fresh produce. And still, you have to think from people who have like no money and they're thinking like, oh, I can get.
I've had no money. I've had $12 for a week's amount of food.
Like there's also privilege when it comes to like having time to cook stuff.
Definitely,
like if you work a
100%,
full-time job, if you have kids and stuff, a lot of the time it's just easier. You don't have the time and energy. Like I enjoy cooking, but it's a lot of work sometimes. And it's much easier for me to just like go through the drive-through. And then also privilege when it comes to like your mental health. When you are depressed, when you're struggling to even like get through the day.
Your socioeconomic status. I go to the gym, I sit there, and I'm like, if only everyone had access and the free time to do this. I'm sure so many other people would love to do that, but people are struggling. They need to pay their rent. They can't just allot that time. They need to prioritize. And I think that's ultimately what is really sad. Everyone would love to take care of themselves.
I disagree. I'm sorry, I disagree. Like, there's some of us who are on the fit side that don't have that privileges. I wake up at 4 a.m., have a full-time job. I get it done. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter. I want to be the highest version of myself, the most evolved version, and she has to show up.
But your life allows it.
What?
But your life allows it.
What?
But your life allows it.
What?
But your life allows it.
There is a spectrum for your body. Our height isn't under our control, our fat distribution, our bone density, our muscle density, our metabolism. These are all things that make up who we are. But in that spectrum of health, absolutely, we can change who we are with what we got.
Stop right there and move on to the next one.
I'm gonna disagree with that. I'm gonna disagree with that too. I'm not gonna lie. When you really take a look at the grand scheme of things, it's not just looking at the price of it. What we also want to look at is the amount of time that can actually save you. Because when you're giving your body what it necessarily needs, you start realizing that things that used to be hard are now a little bit easier because you have the energy for it. So you find yourself being able to go to the gym, you find yourself being able to be consistent, you find yourself showing up in more places for yourself. And in the long run, that is a lot more important and it will save you a lot more money too.
Body positivity can promote unhealthy habits. Will the agreeers please step forward?
I think blind body positivity can be harmful. If it's just like always like, don't ever consider any possibility that you could change something or improve your quality of life. Just blindly accept yourself. I think that's where it can get kind of tough.
I don't look like how I looked when I was 20. So body positivity is encouraging yourself to accept you're gonna transform eventually. When you're 40, when you're 50, you're gonna get wrinkles, you know, all these things. So yeah, definitely body positivity should have taken another route instead of just saying it's for bigger people, because it's not. It's for all the variety of people that need to accept your change.
Dream now, and
like women come in all shapes and sizes, right? And every woman is beautiful. And I think that you should really be confident in your body and the way that you look, you know, wake up feeling your best. But I feel like especially on social media and in society today, this body positivity movement, I've seen like multiple times where there's like obese women promoting body positivity, and it's like I wouldn't want like my
What's
kid.
obese for you?
It's like an unhealthy lifestyle.
Obese white. What's obese for you?
Obese, like a
for
medically
me,
obese.
if you see me, you
What's her
consider me
range?
obese?
I wouldn't say that you're obese,
Okay.
but it's like medically,
So,
you know.
So like for
So
example,
you're medically obese though? Yes.
I've been medically obese since I was like 12, and I was not obese.
Well, does anybody here?
So, and I was obese at, I think it's 30 BMI. Now the BMI, have come to learn that it's a little bit tricky now.
right, it's not the most accurate.
Right.
But that's what it's based off.
Yeah.
But
Right.
so correct. But now that when I was a size 14, I was considered obese. It's smaller than we think.
I think an obese person, and this is not, you know, calling absolutely anybody obese, but I think a person that can be considered obese will not be able to go on walks. They will lose their breath. For me, because I am a person that I'm big, but I'm, like I said, I'm still able to go on hikes and I won't lose my breath. I can go on runs. I can exercise. So.
What are you doing, Prompto?
So
If for the
you're-
doctors I'm obese because of the
Yes.
size and the stuff that I
Yes.
am, for the
Uh-huh.
doctors,
Yes.
for me it is not the way that it works, because the
Health parameter of how physical you can be. For
Exactly.
you. It's not a physical manifestation
Exactly.
of the body.
What the doctor, when that doctor says that bad word, it's he's looking on a chart versus saying you
How many
can't-
people have
but he's
been
saying-
bad
But listen,
diagnosed?
he's not saying you're ill and you can't walk up that hill.
I've
you,
had
you
doctors
go,
say that to
you
me.
go, I
That's
have
the
that.
thing. I've
that's,
had doctors
I'm
say that
obese
to
and I
me.
can still walk
So-
up that hill. And that's what's fabulous about it, right? It doesn't automatically mean you're ill, but also down the road, absolutely it's going to mean you're ill. You're lucky with your genetics currently. Down the road, I'll tell you what.
That I'm obese and that I
Yes.
cannot exercise. That why am I not exercising? Why am I not doing the effort? There's doctors that have bad diagnosed me for things that I've never had, and I've gotten medicated for things that I've never had. So it's like,
Right. Well,
it's
that's-
everybody. It's
They're
different.
killing us.
Consider the combo.
Yeah. So I didn't step forward because I really hate the toxicity that has come from people being like, oh, body positivity promotes obesity and blah, blah, blah. I hate that so much. I think there is like the minutest people who are doing that. The vast, vast majority, I do not think promote obesity. Body positivity to me is just loving your body, accepting your body how it is, and not hating yourself. Like, you shouldn't have to wake up every day because you're 400 pounds and hate yourself. And it's also about equality in how people are treated. Like, for example, Lizzo gets called out so much on like, oh my God, she's out there with her ass and stuff. Like, it's so disgusting. But Chapel Roan, who, God, I love Chapel Roan, was at Govball and came out as Statue of Liberty and had her ass out. Did not see a single person online saying, oh, so why she have her ass out? You know, it's like, it's a double standard. People inherently hate fat bodies and don't think they should be seen in society.
Okay, I saw her streaming. She had this gorgeous cake was gifted to her, enormous. Went in with it with a fork and was eating constantly and talking to the camera while she was streaming. The volume of the cake that she ate, I just went, oh my God, how many people are watching this? This is absolutely, it was a horrible representation. I hated every moment of it. What do you say about that?
Well, my question would be, if there was a thin person doing that, would you have had that same reaction?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, then I think it's more about, like, she's not promoting obesity by eating cake on camera, eating cake
but
on
if
camera.
if she's a representation of body positivity and she's behaving this way, is that promoting
Have
a
you
negative
noticed
light?
that she just posted a video that she lost weight? Like
No,
that
no,
was,
absolutely
oh,
don't.
yeah.
I
She just
absolutely
posted
not.
a video
I
and she
absolutely
lost
did not.
weight. You can see the
Because
difference.
I have taken a weight loss drug. Will the agreeers please step forward?
I have used weight loss drugs before I knew the power of them in college and that you could get them over the counter, but they were incredibly strong and probably needed to be controlled at that time. But I was just so obsessed with my body size. I've pretty much my whole life, and that's just the culture, American culture that I was raised in and lived in, and so I would try drastic means, and I've done things that would
Kind of circling back to the topic about taking weight loss drugs. Hell no, I would never take no weight loss drug. I worked really hard for my body, and I'm like a very big believer in that phrase, like, if you wanted to, you could. Wouldn't you be so much happier if you lost the weight and you look back on it and it was like, yeah, like, I did that.
Exactly.
You know, like that was 100% all me. I didn't need no help. I didn't need no cheat codes. Like, this was the work that I put in, and I got the results that I wanted.
And that was like, I was super naive. I was like 18 years old,
Right.
and I had no knowledge about anything. And I was looking for a quick fix because all these people were telling me, oh, you need to lose weight, you need to do this. And that was in my own household. So it was my family telling me this, along with my friends and everything.
Tools that you can utilize, but if you are not changing your lifestyle to go with it, then what will happen for it?
Right.
And so I think that's really ultimately what it is. If you're not ready to
100%.
commit to the lifestyle change, using these tools is not going to help you.
When people
Fit women are more attractive than fat women. Will the agreeers please step forward?
I would definitely agree. Fit women are more attractive than like plus size women, only because me having this body, it shows that I can commit to something, right? And it shows that I'm hardworking, so I feel like men looking at my body can see, oh, okay, she's dedicated. She put in the work, and that could be an attractive quality that men see in me. I would definitely go for like a more muscular guy. So that kind of shows that we have something in common, something that we can work on together.
So gym dates.
Yeah, gym dates for sure.
All right, thank you.
I get flamed alive right now. I get flamed alive right now. It's all good.
I'm bisexual, so I
Hey,
love
girl, me
women.
too.
I love women.
Yes, all the grandpa the same way. Now they're a little bigger, they're more comfortable. 50 years later, still in love.
Hell yeah.
My grandpa always makes jokes. Like when I remember growing up, he was like, "This is Burger King and this is McDonald's. I'm the king and I'm loving it." And I'm like, that's my grandpa. He showed me like you can appreciate a woman through all the changes, you know, like
Exactly.
And that's why
Case basis.
the more unhealthy side.
Well, you can be thin and not healthy.
yeah,
Let's be
yeah,
clear.
yeah,
exactly.
But the biggest issue I have with what you said, I disagree with you. I think as a fit girl as well, fit girlies, but I still disagree with you because there's beautiful women who are in bigger bodies. Like, I feel like it's an arrogance almost to be like, oh, because I'm fit, I'm more attractive. Like that's,
Yeah.
it's ridiculous. And the biggest issue I have was what you said about men being attracted to you more just because you're fit. I think that that's basing your worth on a man. And I'm married, as a married woman saying that, I just don't understand what that has to do with the principle of just physical attractiveness. That has nothing to do with if someone else deems you as attractive. It's like, just solely based on the.
I was debating actually stepping forward because of just what society has taught me my whole life is like, thin is more beautiful, thin is more beautiful, thin is more beautiful. And I've really had to work on unlearning that, like for so many years. When I was like, 19, 20, I was like, oh, the reason I'm not in a relationship is because I'm fat. Like I need to lose weight and then I'll be
So I do have a type, but also like I've never dated before. So I'd say like my type goes from my type goes from like Prince Eric to Fluffy. Yes, the comedian Fluffy.
I have learned over the years that people are attracted to different things. So if you ask one person, they're going to tell you, oh, this is what I'm attracted to. And if you ask someone else, they might have a completely different answer. So I think attractiveness is subjective. I think when it comes to society 100% says skinny.
I'm eliminating a majority of people because I'm one taller man than me. But you know what? Somebody on your show, Zach Miko.
Was that the tall guy?
It was the model.
Oh, yeah.
The plus size model? He was
yes.
cute.
So
unfortunately married.
So it's like I have dated.
So way more attracted, I think, when it comes to different kinds of women. Like when I'm swiping on dating apps, like I'll maybe swipe on like 1 in every 20 men, and like women, it's like 1 in 5. Women, I just think overall are much more beautiful than men. Like even.
And we have better profiles. Let's get this.
Yes, that too.
All right, let's reset. It's okay for models to set a high standard for body image. Will the agreeers please step forward?
Something like that.
I think it's okay for models to have a higher standard of beauty because we are attracted to attractive things. A model is selling something. They're being hired to sell something, and they're going to make it, hey, look at this. Look at the dress I'm wearing. And you as a consumer, you don't want to look at somebody that is going to go, ugh. I don't even want to look at that person. What were they selling? I don't know.
More disagreeers than I expected.
I completely disagree. I think we all forgot what modeling industry has done for women in our society. I think we kind of went blank for a second. I'm a journalism major. I have my degree in journalism, and growing up with certain magazines, and those women, just because they were thin does not mean they were healthy. Have y'all ever seen America's Next Top Model?
I just don't think this is like right for me. I don't want to do it. I want to go home. Like I can't take the pressure of it. Don't you think any job interview?
You had a photo shoot where we made you a different ethnicity. Best shot. Sister, you look like a black girl. You like my cousin. I was feeling it.
Oh my God, you idiot. You idiot. Get up, pull yourself together, suck it up. Oh my God, make it fierce, do something, distract them. So I think I did that in my face.
Top model. There was a lot of detrimental things that were happening within that society, within that community, and I agree.
That's unfair representation of the true customer.
Yeah, exactly. Because then I'll like buy something that I saw on a plus size model who has a flat stomach, and then I put it on, and I'm like, oh, I hate this because it's clinging to like all the wrong parts. I just want to see something that looks. It doesn't have to look exactly like me.
I think for a long time people thought that
women should be fit enough to protect themselves. Will the agreeers step forward?
This is something that I always say. Listen, no shame to people that are thinner, but I just think you're so vulnerable when you're thin. Like if you're petite and you're frail and you're not strong enough to fight back, I don't think that's safe for you. I'm a proponent of like building muscle. That way you're sturdy. That way if someone tries to come up on me, they're going to feel something.
Right. I think that we do, but we have to.
Yes.
You're prone to danger at any moment. Know some punches, know some locks. I don't know. But yeah, definitely stay prepared.
Yeah, as someone who trains kickboxing, boxing, and Muay Thai, at our facility, like we do offer like women's self-defense classes, and like no matter like what body size you are. I highly recommend every single woman to take at least one class just so you know the basics and just like for your own protection.
Well, I got attacked by a dog once when I was on a walk. Came out of this house and it came after me, and I was with a group of friends. Of course, it comes after the big one. Don't get me wrong, but it was scary. I couldn't run away from that problem, but my friends were able to, and that came to my mind. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm not good at cardio. I know what I need to improve more on. You need to be able to carry yourself, pull yourself up, or like you know, run.
Even for you,
pull yourself up, or like you know, run.
Even for you, for your kids, you know, an emergency, your kid is swallowing something and it got stuck, or you know, everything around you needs your full potential energy. So yeah, definitely everybody work on their own pace and just make sure that you work on things that are going to help you and stay safe because it's dangerous.
Not to be an easy target.
It's going to be a struggle for them in the future.
Yeah.
So
thank you for sharing that story.
I have abused my body. Will the agreeer step forward?